Wonderful morning, children. Let's begin with the third part of the video. Till second part, we have read first four paragraphs of the chapter My Childhood. In those, we have read about the parents of APJ Abdul Kalam, the family and the friends. I told you APJ Abdul Kalam had three best friends. They were Ramanda Shastri, Arvindan and Shiv Prakashan. Now let's begin with fifth paragraph. During the annual Sri Sita Rama Kalyanam ceremony, our family used to arrange boats with a special platform for carrying idols of Lord from temple to marriage site situated in the middle of pond called Rama Tirth, which was near our house. Now, what happened is during this annual ceremony, Kalyanam ceremony means wedding ceremony, where Sri Sita and Rama, they were the part of the ceremony. This family, the family of APJ Abdul Kalam, they used to arrange boats, the special boats with special platform where they can carry the idols of Lord from temple to marriage site. Marriage site was a middle of a pond. The name of the pond was Rama Tirtha. Now, events from Ramayana and from the life of Prophet were the bedtime stories my mother and grandmother would tell the children in our family. Now, the members of the family, the mother, the grandmother, she used to tell all the mythological stories from Ramayana and from the life of prophets to the children of the family. One day, when I means Kalam, when he was in 5th standard, at a Rameshwaram elementary school, a new teacher came to our class. There was a new teacher who came to their class. I used to wear a cap which marked me as a Muslim. Looking at the cap, one could recognize I was a Muslim. And I always sat in the front row next to Ramanda Shastri, who wore the sacred thread. Now, I used to sit with Ramanda Shastri. I used to wear a cap, and Ramanda Shastri, he used to wear a sacred thread which showed that he was a Brahman. The new teacher could not stomach. Could not stomach means could not tolerate a Hindu priest's son sitting with a Muslim boy. Now, the teacher could not tolerate two people from different religions sitting all together. In accordance with our social ranking, as the new teacher saw it, I was asked to go and sit on the back bench. Now, looking at the social barriers, social ranking, a Muslim boy, that is Kalam, he was made to sit on the last bench. I felt very sad, and so did Ramanda Shastri. Both of the boys, they were very sad on this incident. He looked utterly downcast. Downcast means depressed. He was looking very sad on this as I shifted my seat in the last row. The image of him weeping when I shifted to the last row left a lasting impression on me. He says the image when my friend, he had tear in his eyes looking at me going back to the last bench, it left a lasting impression on my mind. After school, we went home and told our respective parents about the incident. Like all other children, they share the things with the parents. These two boys also shared with their parents. Lakshman Shastri. Lakshman Shastri, yes, he was the father of Ramanda Shastri. He summoned the teacher. The word summoned means called the teacher. And in our presence, told the teacher that she should not spread the poison of social inequality and communal intolerance in the mind of innocent children. This inequality based on the religion and the communal intolerance means when you cannot tolerate the other community. This poison should not be filled in the minds of innocent children. He very sharply asked the teacher to either apologize or quit the school and the island. He told the teacher either say sorry to the kids, feel sorry, or leave the school and our island. Not only did the teacher regret his behavior, but the strong sense of conviction means the strong opinion, the way Lakshman Shastri, he presented his strong opinion, it conveyed, the way it was conveyed, it ultimately reformed this young teacher. The way in which he conveyed his belief, it ultimately changed the teacher. I hope I'm clear with 7th paragraph also. Let's begin with the next one. On the whole, the small society of Rameshwaram was very rigid in terms of segregation of different social groups. Now, the people of Rameshwaram, they were very strict in the terms of segregation of different social groups. Segregation means providing these social groups, providing the separate facilities to the minority groups. Now, these people, they were very strict in segregation of different groups. However, my science teacher, Shiva Subramania Iyer, though an orthodox Brahman with a very conservative wife, was something of a rebel. This person, he was a strong believer of his own religion, the Brahmin religion. He has a conservative wife, the wife who was not open about such religions. But this person was something of a rebel. He was somebody who has to bring the change. He did his best to break all the social barriers so that people from varying backgrounds could mingle easily. He tried his best to break all the barriers so that all the people of all different religions, they could mingle, they could mix up easily with each other. He used to spend hours with me. Me means Kalam. He used to spend hours with Kalam and would say, Kalam, I want you to develop so that you are on par with the highly educated people of the big cities. What he used to say, I want to see you grow. I want to see you get the education. I want to see you develop in such a manner that you are at a equal stage. On par means you are in equality with all the highly educated people living in big cities. One day, he invited me to his home for a meal. His wife was horrified at the idea of a Muslim boy being invited to dine in her ritual pure kitchen. The lady, she was horrified that a Muslim boy is coming to eat, coming to have dinner in my pure kitchen, in a very ritually means which is following all the rituals. She refused to serve me in her kitchen. She said, no, I am not going to serve a Muslim boy. But Shiva Subramania Iyer was not perturbed, nor did he get angry with his wife. Nado, he was disturbed, neither he got angry, neither he felt bad. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं था. But he himself, he served me with his own hands and sat down beside me to eat his meal. Now the person Shiva Subramania Iyer, he served the meal with his own hands and sat with Kalam to have the meal. His wife watched us from behind the kitchen door. The wife was looking at both of them from the kitchen door. I wondered whether she had observed any difference in the way I ate rice, or I drank water, or cleaned the floor after the meal. The way I'm eating, the way I'm drinking, the way I'm cleaning the floor after the meal is as similar as a Hindu person, a Brahmin person. So what is the difference between these two religions? There is no difference. When I was leaving his house, Shiva Subramania Iyer invited me to join for the dinner again the next weekend. Now Shiva Subramania Iyer, he told Kalam to come next week also for the dinner. Observing my hesitation, now Kalam was hesitated to come to that place once again where the lady was not agreed to serve this boy. What Shiva Subramania Iyer told to this young boy Kalam? See, once you decide to change the system, such problems have to be confronted. When you decide that you have to change, you have to bring a change in a society, you have to face such challenges. So you don't have to be hesitated. Now, on listening to this, Kalam, next week he went to their house. When I visited his house the next week, Shiva Subramania Iyer's wife took me inside her kitchen and served me food with her own hand. And the next week, there was a change in the lady. She took Kalam inside the kitchen and served the food with her own hands. Then the Second World War was over and India's freedom was imminent. It was sure that India has got the freedom. Indians will build their own India, declared Gandhiji. Gandhiji, he declared that our Indians, they are going to build a separate India, their own India. The whole country was filled with an unprecedented optimism. The entire country, it was full of optimism, means the positive vibes. They were full of positivity. I asked my father for the permission to leave Rameshwaram and study at the district headquarters in Ramnathpuram. Kalam, he wanted to leave Rameshwaram. He wanted to go to the district headquarters so that he can continue with his higher education. He can continue with the education. I hope I am clear with 10th paragraph also. Now, he told me as if thinking aloud. When Kalam went to his father asking for the permission, what father said? Abul, I know you have to go away to grow. Definitely you have to go away if you have to grow. Does the seagull means the water bird, does the seagull not fly across the sun and alone without a nest? The birds, they also fly all alone. They leave their nest, then only they touch the sky. He quoted Khalil Gibran to my hesitant mother. The mother was not willing the child to go away. What he quoted, what the father quoted, your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life longing for itself. These children, they are not our children, but they are the children of the life itself, which is longing, which is desiring that these people, they should live their life to the fullest. They come through you, but not from you. You may give them your love, but not your thoughts, for they have their own thoughts. The father, he told the mother that although you have given the birth to these children, but these children, you must give your love to them, not your thoughts. Your thoughts should not be imposed on these children. They have their own thoughts. Let them have their own wings and fly in the way they want to fly. So this was the extract taken from the biography of APJ Abdul Kalam. It was Wings of Fire. So what message do we learn from this chapter? That the traits like brotherhood, self-discipline, intolerance, you need to be very much particular about so many traits to live a happy life. For living a good life, a happy life, you have to be self-disciplined. You have to have the feeling of brotherhood. And when you are about to change any of the society, when you have to bring a change in the society, you have to fight with the barriers. You have to come across the hindrance to bring the change in the society, as APJ Abdul Kalam, he has done. So with this, we end with our chapter. I want you all to read the chapter, and for any doubts, you can contact me. Thank you so much.